I just watched this guy's lecture on post-labor economics, and I have no idea what he's talking about. And I'm kind of mad that I didn't grow up in a society, particularly down south, where we were taught these things. And it's the closest thing you get to philosophy in the South is religion. And I think religion is a poor substitute for something that we're supposed to inherently understand, because understanding as it is explained through religion itself, and I'm specifically critiquing like Christianity's interpretations of what universalism could be. That understanding is a paradox, because if I have to understand it, that means in a sense it's not real to me. So I've been struggling a lot with just understanding a lot of philosophical concepts that people like Kant tried to explain through their thoughts. People like Nietzsche tried to explain. The dude, when he was talking about post-labor economics, he was just going through the breakdown of like how my steering wheel is so fucking dirty, bro. But he was just explaining like how AI is going to have an effect on the world. AI is great, right? It really enhances who I already am as a worker, and it definitely does enhance my output. But I don't see a world where AI is going to obscurely implement this society where the people who own the means to this new area of production can just live freely, right? I can't picture a world where people are literally starving and don't have anything to do all day but watch TikToks and flex on Instagram and not be angry enough to start the French Revolution Part 2. I don't know, it just seems like everything's so fragmented. Nobody actually has like a grand idea that they're willing to die for anymore. I don't know why, but like people give up when you don't agree with their perception of a life that they have to make sense of, because if they weren't able to make sense of it, they would go insane. And I think this is a lot of people's problem with AI. Deep down inside, we know that if AI took all of our jobs, we are a part of a world that has just enough bullshit to like hold all of this together. And we would have to realize that. And that kind of reminds me of what Nietzsche said, right? When he said, if you look into the abyss will stare back at you. I think that's true. I think in a way, if you really just look at what's going on, right? We are already in the abyss. And I may be wrong about the Old Testament, but I don't think there was ever any mentioning of hell in it. But what some would consider to be the underground or hell was just separation from Christ, or separation from God himself. The point I'm trying to make is that it seems like we already live in some type of hell realm, while at the same time being able to comprehend that we also have opportunities to interact with heaven. And I think that the current economic structure that has been globalized across the world gives access to these two realms indirectly, depending on the power of the labor structure you exist on. And people's problems with AI stem from their alienation to that structure, or from that structure. I don't really like talking about this stuff with other people in my life, because I tend to scare them away and they don't really know how to respond. So I keep a lot of these thoughts to myself, and I'm about to go in the library right now and study VCF, which is VMware Cloud Foundation. It's basically VMware's attempt, or at least Broadcom's attempt, to provide a privatized cloud solution to enterprises and organizations, because they realize that, hey, we can do Kubernetes automation in cloud too, but like nobody takes us serious because we're not a cloud provider. And yeah, automation is everywhere. I literally cannot escape this. Like I said earlier, I hate just hearing about it, but at the same time, I'm fascinated about it, because I know that if it's done right, I will finally get to live in a world I dreamed about as a kid. But in order for me to live in that world, I have to somehow be a part of a solution that is also convinced that necessary measures have to be put into place to, guarantee that we do have the rights to be happy. We do have the rights to be comfortable, at least, and live our lives as human beings, man. So this was a quick chat. I really don't know what this video was about, to be honest, but I'll title it, once I edit it and put it together. I just want to say that, I'm sorry I haven't been making videos. Really, I'm not sorry, because, like, I don't know, man. I'm the type of person, I would rather not do something than, like, half-ass do it. Because that's just the type of person I am. I think you should do everything that you want to do in this world with love. And if you're not going to do it with love, if you're not going to do it with finesse and be creative about it, there's no point in doing it, because it's already been done.